Hi everybody. This is actually the end of my last video. So many of my videos are a continuation of the one from before. So if you make sure you're subscribed and touch the bell, then you'll be notified every time I have a new video coming out, and then you can keep up on what we're doing as opposed to going back and looking at a back video to see what I'm talking about. So today we are going to work on the barn a little bit. We've got some 1x8s to saw for board and batten, and then we're going to make some batting and then put this up on our wall to finish up this project that we're doing. Also, at the end of the video we have an update on Earl, and we hope to get the problem of his solved in the near future. And if you haven't seen that video, you can go back and look at that one. And but one more reason to subscribe and hit the bell so that you'll be notified because of my continuation of all my videos. So anyways, we'll get at this and we'll see how it goes. So here I'm just unloading the logs from my wagon and bringing them right into the sawmill. So I am scaling them up now. I don't always scale them up. I was just curious how much is on this load. There's 960 feet on this load. Any of these logs that are decent size will go into 1x8s for board and batten, and I'll show you that as we put them up. I need a couple 2x8x16, so that bigger 16-footer, I'll get the 2x8s out of that, and the rest will go into 2x4s or 2x6s that we'll use for strapping to hold the 1x8s up on the wall. So we'll get this on and I'll show you how we do this. So here we'll cut the log down to 8 inches because I want 1x8s for the board and batten. I believe I would need around 50 1x8x10s to do this one wall. So now we start on this 16-foot log. Like I said earlier, I need two 2x8s, and that is for on the inside of the posts that we put in to go as kind of a plate. Since we put the posts 8 feet apart, there's a rafter every other post that's not being supported, so this is going to go tight against those rafters to support the off rafter. So here we're dragging off our first 2x8. Has a little wane on it, but it's perfectly fine. And we'll make another 2x8. And that's all we need for 2x8s right now. The rest of the log will be made into 2x4s. We made some 2x6s earlier that will go for strapping, one on the top, one on the bottom, and the 2x4s will be on the strapping in the center of the wall. So here we'll end up with 6 2x4s. Okay, so now that's the two 2x8s that I need, and a bunch of 2x4s, and I still have a bunch of 2x6s for my strapping that I'll use both 2x4s and 2x6s. It really doesn't matter. So that's it for the sawing for right now. We'll just continue showing what we are doing. So this work has been going on for the last couple of days in between my other chores and jobs that I'm doing. I had Justin help put up the 2-inch stuff, 2x4s and 2x6s this morning, and Brenda's helping me carry boards into me as I put these 1x8s up.
You want them through here?
Just lay them there, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, we have a good start. Got the corner done. And now I'm just gonna take the bottom of that steel out and stick 8-foot boards underneath the steel and right on through the door. And we'll continue with 10-foot boards right here. I'm just sticking them up there, and I'm going to, when I'm all done, take a saw and square these off here with this 2x6. And then I'll probably just put a, I don't know, 1x8 or something crossways, so that I can have a board that I can just replace after every few years if it rots away, and I won't have to replace these boards here because they're up out of the dirt, and they'll stay and last a lot longer than the board that I run from the 6x6 to 6x6 on the very bottom horizontally, and that will just be there for to be able to use to if it rots out, I can pull that board out. Okay, now I want to show you how I make my battens for my board and batten, and I have brought some of the boards from the edger and I put them on the mill, and I will show you how I make 1x2s. So this is one of those jobs. An extra hand would have been a big help, but I didn't have anybody here at the time. So what I'm doing is I'm just cutting down every 2 inches, and I will pull the pieces off, and the pieces that are good 1x2s I will keep, and the ones that are junk I will toss aside. And then I'll flip the boards over so my square edge is on the bottom, and then just work right on down every 2 inches until I have it all done. As you can see, we still have a big hole in our wall, but that's just going to have to be alright for now. This is as far as we're going to go for right now. Hopefully sometime late summer I might be able to get the rest of this wall down and get this project finished up. But for right now we'll have to have the hole in the wall for a little while. So I had taken my chainsaw and squared off the bottom of the wall at the bottom 2x6, and now I'm putting the battens up and just making it flush to the bottom of the wall and nailing my way up through. What I do when I put up the battens, because all this wood is green, it has not dried, there will be some shrinkage. So what I try to do is just nail on one side of the batten so that I'm just putting the nail into one of the boards, and that way as it dries it won't split anything, it'll just dry and shrink, and then I can come back later and run the other run nails down the other side of the batten to tie it all together. There, phase one of this project is done. Hopefully before the summer's out we can tear out the rest of this wall and replace the rest of it, but for right now we're done for this. So let's go to give you an update on Earl and how things are going with him. Okay, we're going to just give you a little update on Earl. Earl, as you recall, is the horse that has this tumor on his butt, and we thought we could get it cut off with a laser from another vet. Turns out they don't have the laser, so that's not an option. So Petra said since you're going to cut it off anyways and send it away, I think they said to Cornell, they'll send it to Cornell to find out exactly what it is, that she can do it. So she's going to come over at some point and get it cut off, and hopefully I can show you that. But we need to get him used to going in the stocks, and he hasn't really gone in the stocks yet. We actually did put him in this morning, he went in fine, so we'll put him in again tonight, and then as soon as he's fine with that, I'll call up Petra so she can come and do the operation right there in the stocks to be safe. But we thought that she might need to have a better idea of what he weighs, since she's got to give him drugs. So and that's all based on weight, of course. So we're going to take him out and put him on the scales, which we haven't done, and actually weighed him since the very first time we did that, and he weighed around 600 something. So Brenda's coming out to help me, and we're going to weigh him up. Okay, so what was he before? Do you remember, Brenda?
I think around 600, but...
Well, Duke was 700, so I think it was like 640.
Yeah,
So anyways,
so.
I've got it set at 700, and actually maybe we should drop it to 600, because this is hard to move.
Although I do think he's probably gonna weigh, but...
And so we'll put that over at 700 there, so all you have to do is go backwards if that's not accurate. And we'll see if he's gained weight and see what he weighs.
Get it early bird, let's see what he weighs. That is too late. Wait a minute. Earl, you're being good. Way up in the air.
Gonna make it heavier.
You're doing so good. Wait, that's too much. Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
That's like 200 pounds. It's like 200 pounds in James.
Yeah.
Great. Come on out. Come on. Yeah. Get it, bro.
Good boy, Earl.
Come over here, show him what I'm doing. So this has the strap behind him so he can't back up. And he's quite good with that. Like I said, I put him in here this morning. Just put him in one time and then backed him out and put him on him again. But I'll let you get a better close-up of this tumor. Okay. So I will keep you updated as to what's going on with him.
What a good boy you are, Earl.
Back. 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 Since we have the stall set up the way we have with the partition in it, they have to back out every time they leave the stall, so they're learning how to back up. So this was not a big deal to back up because they're doing it in the stalls just on a regular basis. It's not like I'm training them to back up, it's just an everyday occurrence.
Wants a drink.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. We will keep you updated, and hopefully very soon we'll have this operation and get this tumor off, and hopefully it'll come back maybe not as bad as we thought, so we'll see.